So this is the position of the camshaft sensor. This is the position of the camshaft sensor, and I will replace it. But when I took it out, it looks like a little bit of oil in it, so it could be that maybe the sensor is faulty. But before I'll do any check, I'll check for power and ground, because this one has 12 volt power and ground in it. Then I'll check the sensor signal also and see if everything is okay. So let me turn on the key. So what I'll do is I'll connect my multimeter to ground, then to connect my multimeter to ground and test 12 volts. So I have to test to know where the signal cable is. So let me test here, and I'm getting almost 0 volts. That means that's the ground. Let me test here also, and I'm getting battery voltage, and that's the power. This one, the cam sensor uses 12 volts. So let me test. Okay, my test light is on. So what I'll do now is I'll test the voltage for the middle one also. So I'll test the voltage for the middle sensor, and that's 5 volts. So what I'll do now is I'll probe the back of the 5 volt to check if the sensor is faulty. So this is the 5 volt. I'll probe the back of it to check if the sensor is faulty. So now I'll let the car run, and I'll see the average of it. So let me see if I'm getting no. I mean, there's no contact in it. That's why I'm not getting the 12 volt. Okay, still not good. So now with the scan tool, you can see the sensor is reading, but I'm not getting any better reading. So what I'll do is I'll plug in the scope rather and see the waveform that I'll get. That's why you need a scope. So now what I'll do is I'll connect my scope to this. Okay, so now I have the 5 volts. So I'll plug back in the sensor and run the vehicle and see. So there should be a drop or something. So now I'll start the vehicle and run it and see what I'll be getting before I will scope it. So what I'll do now is I'll take out this one and give power to power and ground to ground. So, and turn on. Let me separate them so that they don't get together. So then I'll turn on my channel 2. So go to channel 2 on. So that's my signal in there. So that means the cam port is obviously not correct. So let me reduce the time base so that I can get let me reduce the voltage so that I can get it on the screen, and let me change the time base. Let me increase the time base so that I can get the pattern on it. So that means the cam sensor is working. Let me push my trigger up, and let me push the trigger up, and also you can see it. So let me change the time base. Let me go to time base and change the time base to 100 degrees. Let me reduce the time base so that I can see the pattern on it. And I know maybe the cam sensor is failing because I can see some oil in it. So let me bring it down a bit. So this is the cam pattern unit. And let me set the trigger on the channel 2 rather. So channel 2 trigger. So that we can engage it. So you set it on trigger. So you can see now it's triggering from the, let me push it to the other side. So you can see it anytime it happens. So now what I'll do is, now my camshaft sensor is working. So now what I'll do is I'll just be checking my ignition coil and see if there is a defect in one. So that's channel 1. Let me plug it to cylinder 2. And you can see the pattern. So if I want to change it, this one I have to do an invert to turn it upside down. Let me go to channel 1 and do the event off. And then let me change the time base so that I can get the right. Let me increase the time base so that I can get it right. And let me shift this violet, the violet signal here. There is a violet signal here. So the moment I move it, it begins to move and it begins to center the ignition for me. So now I can get my ignition pattern properly. And now let me change it to cylinder 3. Cylinder 3 is upside down, so that means I have to turn my event on. So let me turn my event on off. So when the event is off, now you can see cylinder 3 too is having a good ignition pattern. Then let me check on cylinder 4. Then you can see cylinder 4 also is having a good pattern, but not like cylinder 3. You can see the way cylinder 3, the burning cycle and the dwelling time. So let me check on cylinder 1. Let me change good settings and change the event to event on. Let me turn off my channel. Let me turn off channel 1, channel 2, so that we'll be seeing only channel 1. So let me go to channel 1 and shift it up a bit. Then you can see that on channel 1 now it is on ignition port 1, and you can see the pattern properly. So let me go to trigger and change my trigger to trigger 1 to get it. So now you can see the kind of view from that and get it. Let me increase my time base, and you can see it's really horrible. So let me change it to cylinder 2, and you can see what I'm getting on cylinder 2. And cylinder 3, I have to do the event. I have to do an event on it. I have to do an event on it. So let me change. Let me go to channels and go to turn off so that I turn it upside down. You can see I'm getting a perfect burning time. And let me go to this one also. You can see I'm getting a little bit perfect time like the one on cylinder 1. That means there is an issue. There is an issue on cylinder 4, because when you check the burning time, you see you can't see anything better. And you check it on cylinder 1 also. Let me turn the event off. Let me turn it on, and you can see that on cylinder 1 also the same problem. And both cylinder 1 and cylinder 2 are on this coil. So it could be that from the coil or something. It could be that it's from the coil or something. So what I'll do next is I'll check why it's behaving so. So maybe I'll get new ignition coils and you place them and check the signal. You can see cylinder 1, cylinder 2 is okay, cylinder 3 is also okay, cylinder 4 and cylinder 5. Yes, cylinder 4 and cylinder 1 is what I'm having the issue with. So I'll do that and stick to the customer. But for now, the cam is okay. So I'll arrange the cam for you and check why it's setting it.